Welcome to Bevy Pod. Today we're going to go interview Natasha. Natasha does breath work and she travels all over the world. She's kind of a gypsy. She has an amazing Instagram account if you want to go check it out. She's got a lot of breath work there. She also has a website with her boyfriend, husband, Mark Joseph, where they travel around and they do breath work and music and healing. And I just love both of these guys because guess what? They're so spiritual and they're so amazing. And I know you're going to enjoy this podcast. Hi, we're here today with Natasha.
Hello.
My name's Beverly. Welcome to our show. Really looking forward to interviewing you. I've been to your yoga classes before. I've been to our meditations. And it's absolutely wonderful, and I feel really privileged to be in your home today and talking to you. Yeah, I just feel like you're such a special person, and the reason why I want to talk to you today is just have a conversation. And you know, I know you're going to be moving and you're doing major changes in your life, and I really admire that. You know, because sometimes I get stuck in my comfort zone, and I'm like, how do you crawl out of a comfort zone and do something totally different?
Right? Yes, I know. I think the biggest thing is that there's always still fear. That's the thing to remember. And regardless, you know, you just keep moving even though you're afraid.
I like that.
And that's one thing that's come up for me in the last few weeks as we prepare to move our family away, is like the fear is always there, but you just do it anyways.
Oh, I like that. Well, I was wondering, have you ever had something that like just totally changed your mind about something, you know, in your life?
Yes, I had the very fortunate opportunity in my mid-20s to travel around the world by myself.
By yourself?
Yeah, I did it all alone for 10 years.
I think
lived
that's
abroad.
every woman's dream to do that.
Yeah, I just got out of a pretty difficult marriage, and I wanted to kind of clean slate, a clean reset, and I took off on my own. To places I'd never been before, and specifically in some of these underdeveloped countries in the world, Southeast Asia, countries like Cambodia, Laos, India, Nepal, and just seeing the way people live in such community with such gratitude in their hearts, you know. This for me, you know, I will never forget that. That was a very, very deep lesson for me in my 20s, and I carry it with me now, and it's something that, you know, now as I have a child of my own, and I really understand the value of community, you know, the village, raising the child and coming together to create something bigger and better.
When I was in my 20s, I was in Kathmandu too.
Oh,
yeah. And I remember like the monkeys and having chai and the people and the love and the poverty and the extreme. Well, some people were very, very wealthy.
Yeah.
And I used to love it when I was walking down the roads and I would see a wedding.
Oh,
I was like, wow.
They celebrate
celebrate
vibrancy.
Yeah. So what's the most bizarre coincidence that's ever happened to you?
I mean, I think something that just comes to mind. I'm not sure if coincidence is the right word, but once I left the relationship, I left the marriage that was not in service to me, and sold the house, sold the car, you know, finalized the divorce, all the things. I really felt an extreme amount of freedom, just in my heart, in my soul. And what I noticed, and I had been practicing yoga, you know, to help me through some of those more challenging moments of my separation, is that I was really able to embody this sort of like surrender or trust, I guess, you know. And what I began to notice, because I was abroad at that time and I was kind of like working on these different yoga retreats, is that the moment that I said yes to the things that felt right, the more doors that kept opening for me to support me on that journey. And I really started to like understand, you know, okay, there is something bigger that's helping me, you know, in this moment. And I was able to kind of lean into that more, and it became an embodied experience for me. And now I really do think that that's a beautiful message for anybody going through, you know, something difficult. Is like, there is something greater. There is, in the surrender.
When you say there's something greater and you listen to it, like, what is it? Is it a whisper for you? Is it like an intuition? Like, like everybody tries to figure it out. Like, I tell people, I go, well, I don't know. It's like this little tiny voice inside that tells me to do things. And when I don't do it, I suffer.
Yeah.
But when I do it and I go out of my comfort zone, it's like, wow, I'm so glad I did that. And that was meant to be. Like, things happen. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. And I think it's different for everybody.
Yeah. Oh, that's
for me, it's like a feeling, and I like put my hand here because this is where I feel it. It's in that like solar plexus in the gut,
Right.
And it's like, I think that as women, maybe we can all kind of relate to that. Like, that's where the kind of like sensation of intuition comes from. And for a lot of years of my life, I ate that sensation away. I drank that sensation away with alcohol.
Yeah.
And in the clarity, I can understand that that's the feeling,
So instead of covering up the feeling, instead of like drinking or drugs or food or men or all those things, it's, what is it? Is it like just sitting with the feeling and feeling the feelings and like writing and praying and screaming at God and trying to figure it out without medicating yourself?
All of it. Feel it all. Yeah. I think there's an innate wisdom in all of us.
Okay.
And that's the way it comes through.
Okay, well, that's a great way to overcome challenges, I think, too. Do you have a journal?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Yeah. I found the great one, actually. It's a gratitude journal, and it's like listing just 3 things every day you feel grateful for. And honestly, it makes me feel so good to do that. So,
wow, that's great.
Simple and also very effective in the mood boosting part.
Well, I know you have a beautiful little son. So if you were, like, I know you are, like, who you are now, but what would you tell your younger self now? What kind of message would you have, right? Or even your son or the younger generation, What
I'm starting to realize now, and it's taken me, 3+ decades to get there, is everything grows better when it's loved and supported.
Oh.
And I think that my parents, God bless them, they did the best job that they could, but now I think just having the wisdom that I have, it's there are ways that we can support and love our children, that maybe our parents weren't able to do for us because of the own stuff, the stuff that they were going through in their own journeys. And so even in the most difficult, even in the most impatient, even in the ways when you feel like rescuing them, it's like just loving and supporting. Love and support. And I can feel this in my own life, just in meeting Marcos, my partner, and having my son Phoenix now. It's like the last 4 years I have grown exponentially just in having all this love and support poured into my efforts and my being,
Well, that was my next question. I was going to ask you, what are you grateful for? And it sounds like you're really grateful for your family that you have and the love. And I love it when I come to your home because I feel it. And when you guys have meditation and everybody is on sleeping bags and you're playing music and you're talking people, I find it so healing. Like, you really have a really special talent, Do you want to tell people like what you do?
Yeah, so we, I literally ended up just by the grace of God at this very front door a little more than 4 years ago.
Okay.
And I had just come full circle back around the world after almost a decade of being abroad.
Right.
And in the midst of the pandemic, I ended up meeting the love of my life at my now front door. And we began a holistic wellness practice, so using music, using sound vibrations, using breath, using yoga and meditation.
It was amazing.
Yes, to move energy, to help process deep traumas, to help get you out of your head and out of your own way, and just to be able to operate from this place of receptivity instead of fear. And this is sort of the mission and the legacy, I guess, that I would love to leave behind, is that there is a way that you yourself can show up in the brightest, the most inspiring way possible, and you can regulate that. You can get yourself there. You have the tools inside of you.
Okay. So you decided now that you're going to be leaving Canada.
Yes, yeah.
And do you know people where you're going to be moving?
No,
Or
no.
did you make a decision? Like,
Yeah.
what makes you pack up everything and leave Canada? How did that happen?
So there is like this little gnawing sensation of growth that I'm very lucky to share with the rest of my family right now.
Okay.
That we're just tuning in and listening to the call. And that little message, that little voice, that feeling is just telling us that maybe we've outgrown this home and this space, and that there is something bigger waiting for us on the other side. And we would love for our son to grow up just understanding different cultures in the world, knowing that there's a different way, living with less and finding the gratitude in the small things. And so we are on pursuit, I guess is the word, on an adventure to find the place that just feels like home, you know. And we don't know yet where it is, but we'll begin our journey in Panama and just see what feels good and be able to say yes to that with our whole beings and our whole heart, without any attachments or responsibilities to anything else.
Well, that's wonderful. I mean, a lot of people are talking right now that they would like to leave Canada. They like to go abroad, but they're wondering how they do that financially. What advice would you have for them? Like, if you're scared, or they're like, how do I use my talents in another country? Like, will I survive? Is it just listening to that inner voice? Is that what it is?
I mean, for me, what's guided me and what's been my life experience, and I don't believe I'm unique in this, is that when you create space, the universe will guide you. And I truly feel that that perhaps maybe the lifestyle here in North America is like pretty busy, and it's not as easy to tune in and hear the inner whispers, you know, and to allow the time and the space for creativity to flow. And it's in all of us. We all have the ability to create something beautiful and magical. And so in creating the space, I believe that what is destined for you will find you, you know.
Wow. Well, that's amazing. Well, I'm so glad that you were with us today. Do you have anything else to share before we go?
I just want to say thank you for doing this, and thank you for sharing your light with so many people.
Well, thank you for sharing. We're really grateful that you did. And we hope that you tune in again. And did you want to give anybody a website, anywhere they can follow up on your journey?
Yes. So our company is called The Well Canada. And we're on Instagram at thewell.canada. Our website is canadaswell.com.
I will definitely be checking that out. We all need to check that out and stay attuned on the rest of your journey.
Thank you so
much.
Thank
you very much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode with Natasha, because I sure did. What a wonderful, amazing, exciting woman. She just inspires me so much, just to give up everything, and her son and Mark just travel around out of a knapsack and just trust the universe every day for everything that they need. I love this woman, and every time she's in town or we get a chance to spend some time together, I just love it. She came up to my friend's cottage, and actually it was just so amazing. She got to do some breath work while we were at the cottage. It was so cool. I just loved it. I enjoyed it so much. She's so wonderful, and I love spending time with her. And I consider her a friend. It's that kind of friend that you don't have to see each other all the time, but when you do, you just want to embrace her and love her. Please check out her website and check out her Instagram with all her meditations. It's really amazing. Have a wonderful day.